to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period. And Messi! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Son Heung-min. He could be in here. And that has sent him sprawling. That's going to go a long way. And claimed it back swiftly. And shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And here's Hullet. And he's had a hit. Gabriel gets it clear. And they're quick to get it back.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left.
David Villa! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Hullet. Now it's Rui Costa. Now it's Hullet. Platini, who does have an assist to his name. And it's Schneider. And Hullet! Well, there's the clearance. Well, they've got it again.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a
Almost an hour gone.
7.287 espectadores.
De Ligt makes the interception. Platini. Quality ball. Mbappe! Adams. Thuram. Schneider. He is through here. Messi. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Turkey have their second corner now. He's cut it out. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Messi. Schneider. Hullet! That was superb goalkeeping.
Hullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Has a go! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
What a chance, a huge chance. He couldn't have set it up any better.
So their fourth corner of the game. Rui Costa plays it short. Nice control. Schneider. And it's Schneider. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Platini. Great hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Schneider. And he welcomes it in. He's picked his way through. Bruno Fernandes. Platini. And here's Mbappe.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
And the counter is on. Son Heung-min. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. This might spell danger. And Hullet! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
That is good alertness.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Beckenbauer. And it's Rui Costa. That's a nicely measured pass. Oh, good ball! Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Turkey have been handed a game-changing chance. So having trailed, this to go ahead. And they've turned it round. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Turkey complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
It looks to be the correct call, Peter, and in the circumstances it really had to be.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That has not gone well. And the number on the board is 3. Taken back almost at once. Forwards and with intent. Looking for the run. He could be in here. Now it's Hullet. And there goes the final whistle. Turkey have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Messi claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Nedved. He's through here. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And it's Neymar. Neymar stood his ground strongly. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that is as far as they're going to go. Some good work on the right flank here. Nedved. Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played.
Damn it! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. Turkey present their opponents with the best possible chance here. This to go one up. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Schneider.
Turkey really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's had it taken off him. Gullit showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Guardiola kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Gullit. Rui Costa. Gullit. And he's there to clear it. And it's Eto'o. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's delightful. Thuram. And it's Guardiola. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. Rui Costa. Araujo gets over and intercepts. Keeper's got good distance on that. Messi. Defending was strong and firm. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Turkey certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Araujo. Cannavaro. Nedved. Rui Costa. Pass is just off target. Thuram. Nedved. Davids. Aims beyond the defence. It's Rui Costa. A real chance if he can get through. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rui Costa. Oh, good read. And the first 45 minutes are up. And it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que hay plazas disponibles para alquilar en el aparcamiento del estadio. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 15 será sustituido por el dorsal 23.
Here we go again.
Turkey can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And he's let fly. No way through there. Looks for the finish. And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has been cleared. Turkey are looking to go forward now. Right, Guardiola. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Tries a shot! Cleared without complication. Schneider. Good spot, he's seen the run. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Nedved. And here's Eto'o. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Son Heung-min. And the counter is on. And here's Schneider. And Messi! He's missed, but not by that far.
Messi has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Messi. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He won't be happy with that one. Khan gets it away. Always onto this. Now it's Gullit. Great hit! He scored! They have come roaring back.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Turkey grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Now it's Hullet. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And it's Messi. He's played him through. It's gone in, and it is an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Oh, what a mistake! Can he put it away? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Eto'o. Rui Costa. Turkey have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. And it's Neymar. And here's Eto'o, and here's Nedved.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And here's Eto'o. Schneider does well to get it back. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Neymar. And here's Eto'o. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
This is the time you need that pace.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Neymar.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 20, Neymar. El dorsal 11,
Lahm.
El dorsal 24.
Good running, strong and
Serán
purposeful.
sustituidos por el
And
dorsal
here's Zico.
22.
Shot
El
a
dorsal
goal!
22.
Decent enough try.
El dorsal
Yeah, it's good
25.
movement though.
Será
A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And here's Eze. Oh, good-looking ball. Shevchenko. Ball played for Zico. And it's Son Heung-min. Well seen. And there goes the final whistle. Turkey have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
Los niños que estén
Son
interesados en
Heung-min
echar una
picking
mano
up the
con
Man of the
pelotas,
Match award,
pueden
and
informarse
no
en las
surprise
oficinas
there.
de esta
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. We have already started here. No, that's been intercepted. Well, there's the clearance. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a shade optimistic. Adams spots it and intercepts. Rui Costa. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Nokwaimi. Now, what about a counter-attack?
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball being almost as important.
In he goes again! And another try! Goal! Turkey! And Turkey take the lead. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rice. Turkey are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Out of play for a goal kick. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Hullet. Passes short and sharp. It's Son Heung-min! Decent enough try. Messi. That's good play. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Strong running down that left flank. And they win it back again. Messi. Now it's Hullet. Adams makes the interception.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Oh, played right into his path. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Osimhen was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Ndor. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. En-Nesyri. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Osimhen. Rice wins the duel this time. Guardiola.
It's Turkey really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Messi! Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Çalhanoğlu.
Turkey are totally dominant in the middle of the park.
And it's half-time here. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Turkey head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And the action is back underway. Turkey carrying a 1-goal lead. Undur. Osimhen. Now the finish! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Chooses to go back. He's gone for goal! Lacking in accuracy.
Yeah, you can't blame him for trying, but that looked a little forced.
Rui Costa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Wakame. Now it's Wakame. Wakame. And he's managed to get free. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The ball has bounced loose now. Çalhanoğlu. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Defending of the desperate variety. Cross flung in, shapes to shoot! They've done it! They are right back in business.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
That is simply top draw, beautifully served up and deliciously finished.
Oh, that's great thinking and wonderful improvisation. He had to reshape quickly to make the perfect connection.
Besiktas grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a bullet was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Costa Curta defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Hullet. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's Belletti. Çalhanoğlu. It's Belletti. Now, can they get it back? Oh, he's been caught napping. He's shifting through the gears here.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Besiktas have their second corner now. Up for a header! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Rui Costa going face-to-face with his great rival. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again.
Well, it really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Messi, Son Heung-min. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Hullet. And Hullet! Goal! Turkey! Into the lead once more.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Turkey go into the lead. He has found a way through. Çalhanoğlu cuts out the pass. Hullet is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Wakame. Oh, that's fabulous.
Besiktas really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And that's a throw-in.
Substitution for Turkey, number 25, Schneider. Number 17, Rui Costa. Number 10, Messi. Number 5,
This is what good chemistry is all about.
And it's hoisted clear. Son Heung-min. And he cuts out the supply.
Number 18,
Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right.
Makalele. Substitution in progress.
And that could set him on his way. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was...
Great hit! Danger averted for now. Goulet. Oh, such a clever touch. And he's taking no chances there.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There will be 3 minutes added time.
This might... There's the shot! He scores! They have stolen level at the last! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's...
And the referee brings it to a close. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Pullet claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Please drink responsibly. Anyone appearing
How
on
would you sum up
intoxicated or
what we've
behaving
witnessed, Jim? Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. There's the whistle. Cruyff. Pullet. Now the finish! Nicely aimed pass. Chance here to counter. And it's Messi. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Schneider. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. I think being an Italian defender, we all know he's very much from the school of no-nonsense, but I really like his technique.
Can he finish? Beckenbauer. Schneider. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he cuts out the supply. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Hullet. Oh, it's Rui Costa! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Hullet. Cafu kept his eye on it, and he's there. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Rui Costa. And the cross comes in. Cleared without complication. Now, what about a counter-attack? Messi puts his foot on the gas. Now it's Hullet. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Can he put it away? Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He can get that clear. Messi. And the counter is on. And it's Hullet. Now it's Messi. Son Heung-min. And that interception... Hullet!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Schneider. Puyol did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Son Heung-min really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And it's Schneider. And Messi! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Messi really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Schneider.
Turkey truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time. Son Heung-min really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's a sharp pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Schneider. And the whistle goes for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal.
Please make sure
and that is
watch
the state of it
screen
at
for
the break.
information
1-0.
bulletin from the regional police department.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And the action is back underway.
Turkey really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rui Costa. Now it's Messi. Has a shot! Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Turkey with the corner, they're first. Bayer Leverkusen have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Fake, there's the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Roberto Carlos goes short. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. They get a throw in. Cafu. Now Mbappe. And here's Messi.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's gone for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Rui Costa with the short one. And he was alert to it. Big chance! And now they can spring out of defence. Now they can break here. Gilberto Silva. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
70,987.
Almost an hour gone. Played out to the right. Messi! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Turkey really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Messi. Oh, here's a chance! Oh, another save.
Yeah, while he won't be happy with some of the defending in front of him, he can hold his head high. That was a fantastic stop.
Turkey have their third corner. Rui Costa plays it short.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Cruyff. Decent progress down the left. Roberto Carlos. That's a decent clearance. Rijkaard! Oh, just wide.
Rijkaard probably tried a bit too hard then. He should have relied on technique as opposed to power.
Rijkaard gathers from the goal kick. And it's Hullet. Passing nice and neat. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Turkey are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
It's gone in, and it is an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Pull it. Half an hour gone in the second half. He has found the way through. Adams deals with that comfortably. Adams getting this one clear. Roberto Carlos. Guardiola is there and he can get that clear.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Bayer Leverkusen showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
And the finish! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Substitution
So,
on
time
the
for
field.
changes on
Number
both sides,
8,
actually.
Gullit. Number 23, Johan Cruyff. Number 19, Mbappe. Coming on the field, number 6, Didier Drogba. Number 21, Neymar. Number 20, Stoichkov. Substitution in progress.
Rafael Leao. And that interception was most necessary. And it's Messi.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Bayer deals with it effortlessly.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Pull it. Foot in.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Messi. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Looking for the runner. Drogba is on. Tries a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Now it's Rafael Leao. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. So that's it. It is all over. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Any reflections on what
I'd
you've
like
seen,
to
Jim?
draw your
I
attention
thought
to
it
the
lived up to
screen
its
right
billing.
now.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now it's Maradona. He's played him through. Now it's... And the shot! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So the game's first significant moment. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Corner it is. Turkey with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Turkey have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Eto'o. He can run onto that. Bayer claims it. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Header! And he's following up!
Well, they won't be deterred from trying again, Peter. They have the bit between their teeth now.
Turkey ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Eto'o. There's no flag. Eto'o! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, that was vital. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Turkey have the chance to go the other way. And here's Messi.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
This is promising. A lot of space ahead. And the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? Bellingham. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Schneider. Son Heung-min. Oh, easy pickings there. Bellingham.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That looks a cracking ball. Guardiola. Santos couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. He has found the way through. Can he finish? Same again, same outcome.
Turkey really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Messi! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Son Heung-min. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And Hullet has fallen kindly here. They've done it! They have come roaring back.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Schneider. Son Heung-min. And they can counter here. Now it's Hullet. Hullet gets flagged offside. Beckenbauer, Schneider, and it's Son Heung-min. Stood up well to him there. Vinicius Junior quietly revving up. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Son Heung-min. Guardiola. Beckenbauer. 5 minutes till the break. That has been cut short. Maradona. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Bellingham. Maradona. That is good alertness. Schneider.
2 added minutes has been
Maradona.
indicated.
And it's Messi. Now there's a fine ball. Figo could move up a gear here. And we hit half-time. Turkey head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And hostilities have resumed. There's the shot! That's another chance! Goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Son Heung-min! It's loose now. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, that's nice. Oh, there's a probing ball. That's cause for mild irritation.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Maradona. Can he get onto this? Oh, he's dealt with that well. Can he finish? Messi. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. Bellingham. Chance here to counter. Eto'o. Now it's Maradona. Figo. He's picked his way through. Real chance!
The attendance for this match was
And the counter is on.
80,953.
Son Heung-min is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And it is clear to see. He's got the shot away! And it's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful. Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Great chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. And that has earned a reprieve. Guardiola! Goal! Santos! And they've got their lead back. Santos go into the lead. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Eto. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Rui Costa. To Thuram. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Hullet. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And the pass is intercepted. Rui Costa. And it's Messi. Schneider.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And here's Son Heung-min.
Turkey really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And he's intervened well there. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, super find. Eto showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. Eto. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And Hullet! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Turkey have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
This might spell Eto! He's done very well to get to that.
Eto actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Santos have their third corner.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Can he put it away? 2 minutes to be added on. That is a great pick out. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And that's that. Turkey perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see,
Hello,
we are all
everybody,
set.
and welcome to
The game
today's
should be
match.
a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the Son Heung-min! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Son Heung-min has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
That has been cut short. It's a good ball out wide. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. So what can they make of this? Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Distributed tidily. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Good read, needed to be.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them, and his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Pullet. He's found a way through. Beckenbauer. And here's Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Messi. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. And the pass is intercepted. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Belletti. And the shot! It's there! The breakthrough strike! And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was
After
terrific
20
skill and
minutes,
composure from him. He finished with
Number
such aplomb.
17, Belletti.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
No way through.
Turkey really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, and that is really good tenacity. It's their second corner of the game. Costa Curta gets it away. He's gone for goal! Turkey have the chance to go the other way. Pullet. No, again there's no way through. Pullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Messi. Pullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Snyder. Scholes. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Shot could be on. Son Heung-min showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's a nicely measured pass. Just the keeper's a chance! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now that is commitment to the cause. So, third corner of the game. Deftly away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Beckham. Beckenbauer. Schneider.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
So what can they conjure from this one? Against the crossbar! Glorious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, he's been caught. Messi! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. You just know there is no stopping. And the first 45 minutes are up. It has been a half throughout which they have carved through the opposition almost at will, ripping things up big time here.
And a quick reminder today, everybody, to make sure to put any litter in the bins provided. Thank you for your cooperation.
Here we go again then. Turkey didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. He's had it taken off him. Son Heung-min. Oh, good spread. He's shifting through the gears here. Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he cuts out the supply. Beckenbauer. And here's Hullet. Messi. Rui Costa. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Messi. Beckenbauer.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Looking here to alter the direction of the game. Great chance here from position A1. Schneider! Oh, denied at the last. Rui Costa plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. He's picked his way through. Deep cross.
The attendance for this match
It's
was
out for a goal kick.
80,314.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Can he latch on to this? Oh, that's fabulous.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Messi. And Messi! Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he goes cross-field. Rui Costa gets over and intercepts. And the ball's a good one here. Now the finish! No mistake! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on.
And the finish!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Son Heung-min. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I would have to say the Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen. I think he's someone who can be a target man and a poacher all in one, Peter.
Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Guardiola. It's Rui Costa. Oh, that's a key interception. Denilson. And it's Totti. Can he put it away? Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So, a breakthrough already. And he's been shifted off it. Oh, played right into his path. That is lovely. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Guardiola. And he's intervened well there. Son Heung-min. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Quarter of an hour played. Guardiola. Lahm gets over and intercepts. And it's Totti.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Guardiola. Now it's Son Heung-min. Messi. Beckenbauer makes the interception. And it's Messi. No, he's not getting past him there. Now, what about a counter-attack? Rui Costa. Schneider. Messi. A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Turkey with the corner, there first. Header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Guardiola really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Beckenbauer. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Son Heung-min. Rui Costa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's a good ball out wide. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Gets a good foot in there. Pirlo, played out towards the right wing. And the counter is on. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And here's Son Heung-min. Messi. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither part. It's Son Heung-min! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Rui Costa goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Schneider. Oh, this is a great position. Son Heung-min! Has a shot! Oh, The ball's run loose here. Schneider. Platini looking to add to his goal. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. But it had to be. Beckenbauer. Schneider. Now it's Hullet. Hullet running with the ball. Bergomi spots it and intercepts. Not the most accurate pass. Osimhen! It's loose now on the... Oh, what has happened here? Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Pinches it off him. Schneider. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Guardiola. To Nielsen. Osimhen. He's going for goal! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Guardiola. That has been cut short. De Nielsen. He can run onto that. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Schneider. And that's another good win of the ball. And it's played forward. Platini. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Schneider. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. That's good play. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Hullet might well be in for a mouthful from his boss if his teammates don't get there first.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.953
Beckenbauer.
spettatori.
Now it's Rui Costa. Son Heung-min. Messi. Son. There's the shot! And one more try! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's following up! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Hullet being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Turkey are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Schneider. Thuram. Lobbed in behind. Messi looking to get on the end of this. Oh, that was vital. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Turkey are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Nice interception. And he'll shoot here. And that's off target.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 45.
So, time for
Numero
changes
4.
on both sides,
Numero
actually.
19. Messi. Numero 18. Totti. Numero 5. Pirlo.
Platini.
Lasciano il campo per
Bit of a communication
il numero 20.
breakdown there, it seems. And he's in on goal.
Il numero 23. Neymar.
Claimed it. He's having
Il
a
numero
go.
11. Il numero
He's
8.
gone looking
Cambio
for
di
safety.
giocatori.
Oh, this team is relentless. They have a way of playing and there's no compromise.
It's a lovely, neat pass. Jose, and here's Hullet. Bergomi calmly anticipates. Figo, and here's Hullet.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Musiala. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Eto'o. Turkey must do something here, and very quickly.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Maradona.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's hoisted clear.
Turkey are stuck in central station, and they might find the fast track out wide if they'd care to look.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Shot a goal! Just too high. Platini is holding his leg there, a worrying sign.
Yeah, and, you know, I think it appears to have been bothering him for a while.
He's got to continue, it seems, albeit a little gingerly. Deep into stoppage time. And that is that. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Attenzione signore e signori.